things keep coming up, and we respond by taking care of our nervous system so that we can have resilience for the long run and to be available to ourselves and to others. And so it's very important that we discover these different ways to guide our body and our mind into inner peace. And there are many ways. And each Saturday, I'll be sharing with you powerful ways so that you can also use them and that you have a whole toolkit of practices. You can use the ones that you remember or that you resonate most with. And always you are the expert on your body. So as we practice, notice how these different practices are resonating within you and which ones are the ones that you feel you like most. Keep practicing those during the week. And of course, I put videos so that you can follow along. So, what practices are we going to do today? And how are they connected to polyvagal theory? Since most of us are interested also in how to work with the autonomic nervous system, we know that the autonomic nervous system has two parts. The sympathetic nervous system, which is the one that helps us to move, and the parasympathetic nervous system, which is the one that helps us to relax. And we want to have both of them in balance, because otherwise, when the sympathetic is dysregulated, is overactive, then we go into anxiety, fear, this fight flight response. And when the parasympathetic is out of balance, it brings us into shutdown. And sometimes we oscillate between one state and the other, or a lot of time of anxiety brings us to also overwhelm and shutting down. And that's something that I would like to, if you allow me, to keep working with you so that we don't go into shutdown, because we need everyone to be healthy and to be able to bring within their own groups also a measure of peace and of assistance. Within what you can do. Don't, if the only energy you have is to barely to take care of yourself, do that. But yeah. So the vagus nerve, which is the main nerve of the parasympathetic nervous system, starts here at the back of our head, at the brain stem, which is the last part of the brain, and it goes down on both sides of the neck, and then it comes because we have a right vagus nerve and a left vagus nerve. Both of them come together here at the center and the front, and it goes along the esophagus and the pass of the esophagus, and it passes here, a plexus, the heart and lungs. So I'm showing this because we are going to be working right now in something that's associated with this. So it comes here at the plexus of nerves that form the cardiopulmonary plexus, the center of a very important vortex of energy, recognized in Western anatomy and also in yoga and Qigong and, with some healing traditions, ancient wisdom healing tradition. So the vagus nerve continues to go here. It influences the heart and the lungs, and continues to go down, passes the diaphragm by the same hole that the esophagus passes, and then it influences the gut. So it's super important to be able to have a way to somehow enlist the vagus nerve in our well-being, because the vagus nerve gathers the sensations that it receives from these different organs. And if we have a sense of unease or fear or anxiety, whatever, it gathers that and it transmits it to the brain, and the brain sends 20% more of that. So 80% is what comes already from how we feel, how our viscera is feeling, and 20% more is what the brain sends back, which reinforces already what we are feeling. So if we are feeling fear and anxiety, unfortunately, there is no way just figuring things out through the brain that you can change that. It's more like a physiological state, an automatic way that the body responds with these survival responses of, okay, if there is so much danger, let's go into fight flight, let's stop digestion, let's stop your normal, more calm breathing. Let's get you in a state of agitation so that you can get out of this. But when the cycles of stress keep coming back and we are just agitated, hypervigilant, etc., it does a lot of damage to our organism. How can we influence the vagus nerve? And what I'm going to teach you today is a very powerful way to, through the vagus nerve, calm the rest of the body. And we are going to do that by working with the area of the head and the face and the neck, and they are connected to, through the vagus nerve, also to the heart. Right there at the back here, in the brain stem, the vagus nerve is connected to the trigeminal nerve, which is a nerve that has ramifications to this part of the face, the eyes, the nose, the ears, the mouth. And so it receives sensations that it passes to the vagus nerve, which in turn the vagus nerve passes to the brain and to the, and influence also the heart. So we are going to be working with the trigeminal nerve, with the facial nerve, which also has a lot of these endings in the same places that the trigeminal, the mouth, the ears, the eyes, up here, and connects, of course, to the brain. And then also with the accessory nerve, which has branches here, and it's very connected with when we rotate the head. So it's that connection between the trigeminal, the facial, the glossopharyngeal, which also comes to the area of the mouth and the tongue and the swallowing and the voice. All these are very much influencing the vagus nerve. So let's see how we can work with this group of nerves that within polyvagal theory are called social engagement system, because it's something that it very much transmits how we're feeling to the people that are around us. And also we perceive that, even if sometimes we don't interpret it mentally, but we intuit a bit how the other person is, because they are also radiating how they are feeling through that. So it's very important to become more and more aware of these resources that we have, and to have great compassion for ourselves as we go through these different challenges that make our vagus nerve transmit to the brain we are in danger, which we are. But if we are stuck into that sense of danger, then we get sick and we cannot move forward much efficiently. So that's why we need to work every day with these practices. But they are easy to learn, and I hope you will enjoy them as we practice together, and that you will remember them. And don't worry too much about trying to write or anything like that. Just go and practice, because that's the way you are going to experience it, and your body is going to experience this moment of peace that we are building together, experiencing together. And I will put the video. So as you see, I have been able to put videos weekly. So I very much invite you to subscribe to my channel where the videos are, let other people know so they are also get help, and invite them also to come to the Saturday classes. All this is for free. And then if you want to go really in depth into learning a lot about how to take care of yourself, then there is a Polyvagal Institute course that starts in March and is 12 weeks. And we'll be having 2 hours every week where you can really learn about all these different resources in your body. For now, on the Saturdays is mainly practicing. So let's go to the practice. So let's say that the day starts and it's cold and you almost don't feel like coming out of bed. And how can you waken up your body? How can you have some more energy at the same time, bring some kind of balance and help your stagnant energy, the stagnant energy that perhaps you have from being contracted because of the cold or things that you are processing that are overwhelming you or whatever, how to, without ignoring or repressing the sensations, on the contrary, embracing them, how can at the same time we can build a greater container of safety, of vitality, of healing. And we can do it through, in this case, through touch and through breath and through using particular points that are very powerful to bring these sensations of peace. So we interrupt our thinking, wake up and think, oh no, the problem is here, whatever. Just let's, for a few moments, give to the body the sensation of peace. So how do we do that? Okay, we are going to start with the ears. So the whole body is represented in the ears. And as you have heard me say before, some acupuncture is only treat the ears. They put some little black dots here and then they press and then you press, while you go back home, whatever. We can also do this with our hands. Same concept, that there are very important points. The whole body is represented in the ears. And so there are points in different places. What we are going to be doing is using our thumb and our index finger and go like this, which is a way of massaging, kneading, okay? So we start at the top on both sides. I'm going to just concentrate on one side for now so that you can see it better. But we start at the top and we press with the two fingers. It doesn't need to be very hard. The trick here is to be present with giving and receiving the massage. So you are massaging there and then going a little bit further down and massaging and also pulling a little bit the ear out and massaging a little bit more, all along the edge of the ear and then the lower part and also pulling. So it's on the one hand going like this and on the other hand pulling and really doing it in a loving way, like, okay, you are giving yourself this massage. I like to say sometimes imagine like someone that you really like is giving you the massage and that you are the one that really likes you, that's with great love, just going there and enjoying the touch of your fingers there and the pressing a little bit and pulling out. And so at this moment, we are stimulating different important points all over the body to dispel stagnation and to facilitate flow. So I'm going to be showing you three for the ears, three different ways of doing it. The first one is this one of kneading and pulling. The second one is using your index fingers and going through the crevices, and especially here, and just exploring with your index fingers the area of your ears and massaging a little bit wherever you see some kind of a crevice or a nook there. Massaging a little bit, and then we are going to come to the ear canal and we are going to 4 times turn like this and then put it a little bit further in and pop. So 1, 2, 3, 4, in and pop. So don't go super far in, you just need to make a little bit of pressure, that's all. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tickling a little bit and pop. Last one. And pop. And just notice the sense of opening in the area of your ears by doing this with the ear canal. And it's a sense of like a release, like a freedom, which has been transmitted now to the vagus nerve, which is going, oh, I can breathe better. I mean, the nerve doesn't breathe, but it's this sense of opening. Okay. And so the third form, the first one was this. The second one was, on the crevices and this. And the third is you put your fingers like V of victory. Let me see those fingers. Yay. Okay. And now we are going to go with this part here comes to this part here. So the heel stays motionless and the hand goes up so that this part stimulates the middle finger is stimulating the front part there, and the index finger is stimulating the back part. And we are going to do it on both ears. So sitting with the spine straight if you can, body straight and relaxed, the head also more or less straight, legs not crossed. Okay, and now let's go up. And a little smile. Okay, and now lower the hands and just follow the sensations that come from this massage. Follow the sensations until they become like an echo of themselves. Inviting the body to relax. So you already see with these three, just very simple, we could just only concentrate on the ears. It gives a sense of ease, which the body is really needing and appreciates. And you can do it anytime. I mean, I call it the morning routine, but you can also do it at night before you go to sleep. You can do it during the day. And we are going to continue with other parts. I mean, these were 3 for the ears. Let's just review. The first one was with the fingers like this and pulling a little bit out, massaging, kneading, and pulling. The second one was index fingers to the crevices. When you get to the ear canal, engaging there by turning and then going a little bit in and tickling in there and then pop. Okay. And then the third one, fingers like this. If you can master a little smile at the time, that's also great. Yes, the happiness of being together. Okay. Right, and then down, and then just sensing the sensations, which is very interesting because they spread. This is also a great mini little preparation if you meditate. It's great because it's helping you to naturally bring the attention inward to the sensations and follow them until they become an echo of themselves. So you are already training your attention, which is always outside and often not in the present moment, thinking of the past and the future and all that. Okay, this is super healing, coming back to the present moment and being able to generate some experience of peace. So after doing 3 for the ears, we are going to do 3 for the eyes. Remember that the trigeminal nerve and the facial nerve, which are so connected to the vagus nerve, are very much having endings in the ears and in the eyes and other places that we're going to see in a moment, the nose, etc., the lips. So for the ears, three. The first one will be using our index finger and middle finger and massaging our temples. Either direction, whichever direction right now calls you. And what's important here is not so much how hard you press, but how present can you be with the massage. And usually we are aware of the hands doing the massage, the movement, but let's also forward the inner side, inner receiving of the massage. Not only the doing, but the receiving. We are also the ones that are receiving the massage right now. And you can change direction if you like, or you can keep going in the same direction, but just really present with sending a sense of relaxation. This point is very good against headaches. It's also very good for the eyes because eye muscles insert here. So, and we naturally sometimes do this, right? So, okay, so this is the first one. Inviting again the whole body to relax, and if at all possible, keeping the spine straight or whatever works for you. Okay, so that was the first one of the eyes. The second one, I mean, most of these that we are using today is from Qigong, which is like the Chinese yoga developed over thousands of years. And these are release points that are working on meridians, pathways of energy, of vital energy. You could also say of nervous energy. Among, the vital energy, nervous energy is a very important one. Of course, we also need the energy for digestion and all that, but right now we are working with assisting our nervous system. So most of the things that we are using today are coming from Qigong, and then this one comes from yoga. Is using your right thumb to your third eye, which is this space just a little bit above the eyebrows, and gently massaging there. So here you are massaging also the area further in is the pituitary gland, which is the master gland that controls all the glands in your internal glands in your body. So it's very much a mood setter. And we are inviting the body to relax. The other hand, I like to have it at the area of the navel, and with this gesture of the thumb and the index finger touching. So it's just like in a Buddha statue is resting there while this one is here. Just inviting a sense of peace, of light. This is also the area of Ajna chakra, a main vortex of energy in the yoga tradition, and of the upper field of the elixir of long life and healing in the Chinese tradition. And the third eye in many ancient traditions, which is we have these two eyes that are engaged with the outer world. And we have the third eye that gives us a much broader perspective of why are we here, our connection to the universal self, our capacity to witness everything and turn towards the light. Light is an element associated with this point. Okay. So, and if you don't want to remember any of these, just concentrate on the touch there, and then let's go to the third one. So we had the first one was the temples, the second one was the third eye, and the third one is a point called bright eyes. The third one is a point called bright eyes, and is here. So as you look at your eye and how it comes near the nose, there is this really tender spot there. And so you are going to go there with your pinkies very gently. This is called bright eyes and it's good against dry eyes or red eyes. It's also the beginning of the urinary bladder meridian, which comes from here and goes up and goes along the back in four paths and comes all the way down to our little toes, the outer one. And so it's urinary bladder meridian kidney are together in the traditional Chinese medicine, and it's something that our organs are affected by fear. So as we bring our little pinkies here to this bright eyes point, again, we inhale slowly, gently, and deeply like sighing. And exhale, letting go of layers and layers of fear. Inhaling slowly, gently, deeply as sighing. And exhaling, letting go of fear. Enjoying this moment together of peace, of assisting your body to relax. And when we relax a little bit, then the whole organism functions better. And also we have more access to our prefrontal cortex, to the part of our brain that helps us to have insights about what to do with whatever we're handling in the present moment. So it's really wonderful. And if nothing else, it just feels good. So it's also interesting that the pinkies are related, and the meridian that comes to the area of the pinkies is the heart. So we are praying here for peace, for clarity, and we are, with the exhale and letting go of fears, we are helping to calm our heart and connect vagus nerve, heart, brain, everything towards a moment of peace. And sometimes I feel I explain to give you some of the background, but you perfectly well can do, and we are going to do the practice as soon as I finish explaining without any of these extra commentary. And in itself, the practice does it. So don't worry. And if you remember or not any of this, and also don't judge what arises. Sometimes as you are relaxing, things that were bottled up come up. And that's a moment to keep breathing and to keep inviting the body to relax so that we can witness with this bigger perspective what's arising and be able to hold it and at the same time invite the body to relax. So that's really something I would like you to remember. That it's not that the problems are going to go away, it's not that we are not going to go back into thinking on things, because that's, it's part of our ways of responding, but it's consciously cultivating a moment of peace here, a moment of peace there, nourishing your whole organism with moments of peace. Okay, so let's go again for the three of the eyes. First, the temples. Then the third eye. And then the bright eyes. Okay, so we had 3 for the ears, 3 for the eyes, and now we are going to go along to the nose, and we are going to have 3 for the nose and for breathing letting go of congestion that's affecting also our breathing and subtly or in a more evident way. And so when we breathe with more freedom, we can breathe better. We also feel more open and relaxed. So here we go with the index fingers to these little, see how we always go to little places that are going a little bit deep in our connection to the inner space. So here also is a little indentation. It's called Welcome Fragrance. And we are using our index fingers, both of them on both, to massage like circles. And then pulling out a little bit. So imagine Dali mustaches, and they go like this, and then they go out like this. And that takes us to this other point, this stomach point that's more or less down from the pupil here to the cheek. This also helps to open our sinus and breathe better. So that's the second one. And the third one, we're going to be using our middle fingers, which are the end of our pericardium meridian, which is a meridian. Pericardium is the membrane that covers the heart. We are going to be using these middle fingers to go from the corners of the lips to this point that we were just massaging right now, to all the way up here to where the eyebrows start, more or less. So there and down. Again, the pericardium related to the heart and our breathing, so important for calming our heart and calming our whole organism. Just enjoying going up and down and taking the opportunity to breathe, like sighing and exhaling, letting go of tensions. Feeling the contact of this part of your middle finger with. You can press a little bit firmly if you like. Again, it's not about how hard you press, but how present you are on giving and receiving this massage. It's very interesting because although the heart meridian starts under the armpit, it does have some ramifications that come to the corners of the lips. And here we are going from those ramifications to all the way to the third eye and back. So inviting our heart to rest, repair, and sending to the brain the message: we are safe right now. We don't need to run. We don't need to fight. We just are safe. This moment is a safety moment that we are gifting to ourselves. Okay, so we did 3 in the ears, 3 for the eyes, and 3 for the nose, like this one, and then coming up here, inhaling, and then up and down, and sensing for a moment how you feel. Accept whatever arises, just be curious like a child observing. The next one, I mean, and it can be all kinds of different things. Sometimes when we do Qigong or when we do massage, stagnant energy that was bottled up, sometimes we are able to just release with our intention and attention. Sometimes we feel a little bit of maybe a little headache or a little nausea or a little itching or a little whatever, is that the energy that was bottled up is releasing. So that's okay. It's in the process of getting out before it was just contracted. Unless you have a strong pain or anything like that, then of course don't do it. What you are the expert on your body, so you decide how much you want to continue with any part of the practice or not, and then just wait and wait until we go to the next one. So the next one is for the lips, and it's just one, the mouth and the lips and the whole body really, because we are going to be massaging not only the corners of the lips, but 2 points, one here just above the lips and one here just below the lips. And these two are the ending points of two superhighways of energy that in the Chinese tradition are called the conception vessel, which starts at the pelvic floor and comes all the way through the front to here, and the governor vessel, which starts very near where the other one was, at the pelvic floor, and it comes all the way from the back and up uh, the top of the head and then ends up here. So the two of them form the microcosmic orbit, what's happening inside you. It's just like they would be the equivalent to what the concept of the energy racing along the Shushumna is in the um, yoga tradition, which is also a main path of energy that's right through the center. For the Chinese is one in the front and one in the back. For the Indian is one in the center and then two also major ones by the side that we are going to be working with in another class. Okay, so the one for the lips goes like this. You put again your hands like this. If at all possible, bring your elbow up so that there is also an opening here of your chest. And you are going to angle your fingers so that they massage the corners of the lips there and they come to massage those two other points. If your hand cannot be like that, just use what is comfortable for you. And a little smile. Do it with me, otherwise you're not going to know what it is about. Okay, so this part of the is massaging the sides. You actually feel the touch of this here. Gentle. And a little smile. You probably are noticing also that you're able to breathe a little bit better also because of course it's stimulating everything around here. Let's go again. One hand, giving and receiving this massage. And the other hand. And a little smile. Now let's lower both hands and just follow the sensations. So the following of the sensations is just as important as the actual movement, because it's a moment when you are integrating, registering, giving your body a moment to register what is going on as a result of the massage. The same when you do asanas, the poses in yoga. It's good to take a moment after every one to actually feel uh, how is energy moving in your body at the moment? What are the sensations, subtle sensations that totally integrates and nourishes your nervous system. So it's not just about, oh, okay, next one, let me see what I, no, just take a moment, take it in, allow it to sink in as you sink into it. Okay, so 3 for the ears, 3 for the eyes, 3 for the nose, 1 for the lips, and then let's do 3 for the neck. So we are going to rub our hands, bring the center of our palms, our healing palms, to the nape of the neck. And the other hand, we are going to massage the side of the neck and the back of the neck. Great. And then we bring our hands, rub the hands, and let's try the other side. Totally present on giving and receiving the massage. And a little smile, gentle smile. So this also feels absolutely great. We are working with the nape of the neck, which is the area near the brainstem where the vagus nerve is starting, and where the trigeminal and the facial nerve and the glossopharyngeal and the accessory nerve, they are all meeting there. So you rub your hands and you bring this healing energy that we all have in our palms to that area, the nape of the neck. And then you use the other hand to really massage the side and a little bit of the back there. And sometimes we do this naturally. I mean, there are some things that we intuitively have discovered, and that are also in these ancient healing traditions. And of course, you are massaging the path of the vagus nerve that comes from the back here to the front. So it's a great way to stimulate your vagus nerve towards peace. Okay, let's rub the hands. Let's change the other one. You're also stimulating your accessory nerve, which is part of that ventral vagal complex of the more modern part of our organism, the vagus nerve that connects with the heart and with the eyes and the face and the head. Okay. And if nothing else, just do it and notice how great it feels, right? So for the neck, 3 of them. So first is this one. Second one, we are going to use a point, which is an anti-inflammatory point, the most powerful anti-inflammatory point we have in the body. And is this point here. If you put your thumb and your index finger together, you see like a valley there. And at the end of the valley, there is a point called Hegu, that you can also find if you use your thumb and you apply the thumb to that part there as it goes in, it will come to that place, the valley point, end of the valley point, which is the name of the point in Chinese. And why are we talking about this if we were going to talk about the neck? Well, because we are going to use this like if it was a little piece of chalk, and we are going to massage from the side of the neck. You do 10 lines from one side to the next. So let me show you. As we do it, you have to move the hand like this. It's a little bit strange in the beginning, but just you bring your elbow up as much as you can. You bring the little piece of chalk here. Let's say I'm with my left hand, left side, and I trace a line from the bottom of the neck to the top of the neck. 1, 2, and then the next one, 3, 4, 5 in the middle, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 in the middle, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and that was just with the left hand. Now let's do it with the right hand. So start on the right side. Remember, like this, not like this, but like this. And not like this, not that. Okay, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 in the middle, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do it again with the left hand. And let's do it with the right hand, starting on the same side of the hand that you're using. So it's not on the back of the neck, it's on the front and the side. So the number 10 would be just right under your ear, let's say, and then you're coming back to the center. And then you're continuing until you get to down the other ear. It's not going back. The going back was the other one, okay? So this is great because it's a great way of fostering circulation of blood and qi in the neck. The neck is super important since we have all the rest of the body that's so big, and then the head that's so vital and so important, but there is this narrow passage here where these two connect, and also there is a place where there are many important nerves passing, of course the vagus nerve, the accessory nerve, I mean all the carotid vein and the jugular, and so many important anatomically, physiologically, and also energy-wise. There are many meridians that pass here. So it's very important to massage here, and this is a way of relieving also stagnant energy. Sometimes we feel the stagnant energy in the chest, and we feel it as tension in our shoulders. We feel it as not being able to express what we would like to express about our sorrow or our anger or our whatever is that are sometimes our own insights, and we just feel totally closed there. So this is a good way of letting go, letting go. All right, good. So for the neck, we have said 3. The first one was rubbing one hand where? At the nape of the neck, and the other hand where? To the side and a little bit the back. Okay, and then changing, rubbing the other hand where? To the nape of the neck and to the other side and the back. Okay, so that was one for the neck. And the second one for the neck was first finding this hegu point, and then like if it was a little piece of chalk, having this kind of movement with the hand. So you can go with it there. And you can also sigh as you do this. It just feels natural that you will feel like, and the other one. Going all the way to the opposite side and coming back to the side where you started. The third one for the neck is very simple. It's just like this. So you start up and go down. You can, again, with the sigh, again, you're following the path of the vagus nerve among many other vital paths and energy pathways. And it feels good, right? So the last one of these, oh, and by the way, it's always great if you have 5-10 minutes after the practice to lay down and just let your body process the echoes of this music, because it really will give you such relaxation and healing and integration. So it's also wonderful to do this practice if you wake up in the middle of the night, for example, and do the different, whatever you remember of this, and then lay down, and you will see that you really often fall asleep again or have this really deep healing cleansing process that happens on its own. You were just stimulating different parts to bring yourself to that, and then you rest. So the last part of the morning routine, and again, you might say, well, I'm so busy, I don't have time for all this. Choose whatever part seems to be good for you and do that one every day. The secret here is practice every day. Okay, so we finished this by wash face, comb hair. So we had started with the ears, where the whole body is represented in the ears. Now we're going to do one that's also very integrative for the whole body in this wash face, comb hair, but you're not actually touching the face or the hair. You're just working with your aura, if you like, with the energy that is radiated from inside out, and again, coming from outside in, as we consciously practice these practices of giving ourselves a bath of chi. In this case, wash face, comb hair is like this. You rub your hands until you feel them warm, and you're generating their circulation of blood and chi. Then you're going to put your hands like this, so like your fingertips are towards your chin. And then you're going to slowly move your hands, receiving this warmth that's emanating from your hands, receiving it at your lips, at your nose, at your eyes, at the top of the head. And then on the way down, just looking down, letting go of whatever might need to be let go. So we are going to do 7 of this, 6 with the eyes closed. And in the 7th one, we open the eyes, but we keep the gaze low so that we are still sensing this, that we were sensing with the eyes closed, but at that time, the eyes are slightly open. And then we just are going to be quiet for a moment, also sensing, okay? So we start by rubbing our hands, generating this circulation of blood and chi as we prepare ourselves to receive this bath of chi. And then we direct the tips of our fingers towards the chin and slowly give and receive this bath of chi to your mouth, to your nose, to your eyes, to the top of the head. Your eyes are closed, and then raking down, you know, as you bring the hands down, allowing to let go of whatever you want to let go. You can accompany also with a little brushing of your front of your chest. And again, running the hands. We go for the second one with the eyes closed, totally present in giving and receiving this bath of chi. I'll try to be silent. Have a gentle smile, sense of gratitude and freedom for letting go of layers and layers of what's there. Or whatever arises, just sensing the warmth, enjoying the warmth. Need to lose count, but I think for me this could be 6. Still present with giving and receiving this massage and letting go. The 7th one, when time comes for you, with the eyes open but the gaze down, still sensing. So now you're sensing with your eyes open, you still can sense inward. And letting go. And let's also go by brushing along the shoulders and along the arms and out from the hands and the fingers. All right. And then just for a moment, sense. So I hope that you experience some peace. Let's share this peace with others. We bring our hands together to our forehead, giving thanks for the gifts in our life. So many gifts still and purpose to keep moving forward, nourishing our whole being. And then we bring our hands together at the level of the heart and we remember someone who's struggling and we send her or him this they this sense of peace. So it multiplies within us and it also touches them because as a spirit there are no boundaries. We are all connected. This is what in Buddhism is called dedication of merit. It means you first work on yourself to experience peace and then you naturally share it with anyone who might be needing it. It touches them. So that's our call, to keep working on ourselves and also to keep assisting others. And that's the way that um, we work with the challenges without letting them overwhelm us, even if they are huge, whatever the challenges are. So thank you so much for being here. Let me see if I can see you. And also, just share with others this so that they can be helped too. If it's helpful to you, then it can be helpful for them too.